What is up, gamers? It is Will777JP, and we are back. And real quick, y'all, I want to go over Amazon Prime Day deals. Yes, sir. So today is July 5th. Prime Day deals are 3 days away. They start July 8th. And oh no, doom and gloom. Have an article here from IGN that I'm going to go over with you guys real quick and explain what this doom and gloom is all about. But of course, I'm going to have some solution for you guys and some things for you guys to keep an eye out for. So let's go ahead and read this article real quick, or part of it. Amazon reveals a sneak peek of Prime Day deals, and it looks like bad news for gamers. No mentions of gaming discounts at all. Wah, wah. Starts here, says Amazon just gave a glimpse about what to expect from Prime Day 2025, but with few details of actual products and prices. While we can't really discern how the deals will be this year, based on this press release, what Amazon didn't include is very telling. There's absolutely no mention of discounts on video games or gaming accessories on the list. This doesn't necessarily mean there won't be deals on games and accessories, but it definitely isn't a good sign going into the sale. We've generally come to expect that Prime Day is a good time for gamers to find savings on physical games, hardware, and peripherals, so it's pretty big letdown to see almost every category except gaming featured in Prime Day's best deal teaser post. Although it's true that Amazon doesn't feature a single category that mentions video games, consoles, or accessories, it did include a product image that features at least some hope that price cuts will appear. Under the device and tech deals section, the photo above is included with a controller and a Switch Lite. This is potentially misleading due to Amazon's ongoing issues with Nintendo products, but it could still be a sign that we will see some discounts during the shopping event. So I'll stop it there because IGN is, and not just IGN, but a lot of these big media people are a little bit of Debbie Downers, right? And I'm going to explain to you guys why. So I'm in the Amazon Prime app, and as you can tell, they're already advertising it. Prime Day is July 8th through the 11th, right? But number one thing, or let me tell you why they're Debbie Downers. So they're Debbie Downers because unfortunately, their expectations are very, very different. So I'm going to set you up right. So your expectations are in accordance to what we can expect. So all these big journalists, all these gamers, they want to see a PS5 at 30-40% off. They want to see a Series X at 50% off. They want to see a Nintendo Switch 2 at 50%. Like, that stuff's just never going to happen. Even during the best sales of the year, Black Friday, and heck, not even Black Friday, but like days of play, stuff like that, you don't see those type of discounts. What you may see is $50 off a PS5 Pro. What you may see is $70 off a PS5, right? That's not what Prime Day deal is about for video gamers, okay? Number one, go into Amazon, start wish listing some products. And I'm scrolling down to show you guys why. So right here, we have a section that says deals related to items you've saved. So this section will always have recommendations on the items that you've already wish listed and similar items. And that is what Prime Day is going to be all about for gamers. It's going to be items that you may have wanted before that aren't quite popular. That is where you're going to get your savings. Indie titles, that is where you're going to get your savings. Games that are a little bit older, 3, 6, 12 months old, that is where the money shot is. That is what Prime Day is all about. You're not going to see a game that released last week, Death Stranding 2. You're not going to see that for 20-30% off. You're just not, okay? In no sale will you see that, right? Because these developers, these hardware manufacturers, they want to make their money, right? So that's why they keep saying that Prime Day sales are going to be a disappointment. But if you look back at every single Prime Day sale, it's all been the freaking same, y'all. But this is the opportunity to get those indie titles, AA titles, and even slightly older AAA titles at a discount. And that's where you can really rack up. As soon as Prime Day starts, July 8th, I am going to go ahead and be making a video or videos, depending on how it goes, and kind of highlight some of the items that I highly recommend at the prices that I see. I am constantly shopping for games, guys. Every day I'm hopping into one of the apps, looking at pricing, looking at what games are selling for. So I'll be able to tell immediately if this is a good deal or not, and I will then be pointing those deals out to you, right? But don't let stuff like that dissuade you. Don't let people online dissuade you. You just have to be a little bit more specific. So get on the app, start filling in your wish list, because if none of the items on your wish list go on sale, items that are related to that are on sale. And people are going to say, well, Will, I don't want an item related to what I want. I want the thing that I want. I understand that. But what I mean by that is, let's say you put, I don't know, a game like Cat Quest up on your wish list, right? Well, what Amazon is going to do is, if Cat Quest doesn't go on sale during Prime Day, they're going to request they're going to suggest other similar games like Cat Quest that are around the same price during that promotion. So yeah, you may have wanted Cat Quest, but there's your opportunity to get other games that are about the same as Cat Quest in that sale. And that is where opportunity comes in, because that is your chance to get a game that you may not necessarily even knew about, or that you had some interest but you weren't quite sure if you wanted it or not. And that's where you're really going to clean up, right? As far as the the hardware stuff and the big stuff, look, some of that stuff may be on sale, but there's different times throughout the year. Last month during the Days of Play sale, I made a video and I talked to you guys about the 3 major sales events of the year that you should really be paying close attention to. Number 1 was Black Friday. Number 2 was that time right after Black Friday, January, early February, right when retail is really slow. So they're trying to spark up some sales. So they'll usually do some pretty good sales during that time. Also, Memorial Day, Days of Play time frame. Those are the times where you really want to bulk up and save to get those big ticket items, whether it's a brand new console, whether it's the big new AAA games. That's where you're going to get your savings. A Prime Day sale is not that. Prime Day sales is more of Amazon getting rid of the shit that is not selling as well. And they will entice you by putting a small amount of items that do sell well in the marketing, in the marketing post and the marketing advertisements. Okay, so get in there in the Prime Day sale, not hoping to get the big expensive stuff, but getting the smaller stuff, the indie stuff, the double A stuff. So that's the expectation you should be going in there with. But there y'all have it, man. I don't want to keep yapping too much. Go check out my previous videos talking about sales. There's always different apps that you can hop into, man. I've spoken about Whoop.com, Gamefly, Target, Best Buy, Walmart, Amazon, GameStop. I spoken, eBay. I've spoken about so many of these different storefronts and what they're best at, where you can get the best deals for what, where to look. I've also have recommended, I don't even know how many times, Warrior 64 from X, also known as, or used to be known as Twitter. This dude posts video game deals every single freaking day, man. So there are other ways of getting better deals and knowing about them than waiting for something like Amazon Prime Day. But once again, Amazon Prime Day is not a complete waste. We just have to set our expectations. But there y'all have it, man. I will let you guys know. I will catch you guys tomorrow in my next video. And also keep an eye out, because July 8th is when Prime Day starts. And I'm going to drop a video that day or about that day, kind of going over some of the deals that I found that are worth checking into. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. We'll catch you in the next one. Keep it gaming.